The wait is finally over, Disney's Black Widow is here. And that means it's time for the best Black Widow quotes from the movie. Black Widow tells the long-awaited story of Natasha Romanoff aka Black Widow. Now an Avenger, Natasha must confront issues from her dark past as a spy to better her future as a hero. Full of intense action, relatable family dynamics, memorable characters and some fantastic quotes, Black Widow has it all. Here is the scoop on the top 12 quotes from Marvel's Black Widow movie. 1. The Red Room is your home now. Dreykov Natasha Romanoff. As a young girl, Natasha Romanoff has separated her family to go with Dreykov to his mysterious Red Room. Marvel fans have heard Natasha's stories about the Red Room, but in Black Widow, we finally learn more about it. 2. Well, what was I supposed to do? You're the only superhero person that I know. Yelena. Yelena reaches out to Natasha for help, but Natasha is trying to keep a low profile. Natasha explains this, and a defensive Yelena stands up for herself. While Natasha is a member of the Avengers, Yelena does not have access to powerful heroes, other than her sister. The way she calls Natasha a superhero person is oddly sweet and endearing. 3. I doubt the god from space has to take an ibuprofen after a fight. Yelena. Yelena refers to some of the other Avengers as the big ones. When Natasha asks what she means, Yelena explains that some of the Avengers are simply more powerful. Avengers like Captain America, Iron Man, the Winter Soldier, or Captain Marvel can easily walk away from more battles. Also, Thor aka the god from space, can easily heal from just about any battle, so it is understandable when Natasha's sister calls him one of the big ones. Yelena's dry wit and delivery of lines like this makes her one of the best characters in the film. 4. You made a scene, didn't you? Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. Learning that Dreykov is not actually dead, Natasha's new goal is to find him and destroy the Red Room once and for all. The only problem is that nobody knows where it is. Yelena suggests Alexei may know, so they need to ask him for help. There is one problem though, Alexei is in prison. Working together to break Alexei out of prison, Natasha and Yelena smuggle in an earpiece and instruct him to get out. Natasha tells him not to make a scene, but after hearing the riots that break out, she realizes that he in fact did make a scene. 5. Still fits. Alexei. Alexei is eager to relive his glory days as the Red Guardian. When he finds his old suit, he happily tries to put it on. Unfortunately, many years have passed since he last wore the suit. Alexei also gained weight in prison, so putting on the suit is a struggle. After several moments of watching him grunt and stretch trying to put on his suit, the Red Guardian emerges triumphant. 6. Natasha, don't slouch. You're going to get a back hunch. Melina. In spite of their non-traditional family, Melina is still a mother figure to Natasha. Even after being apart for so many years, Melina easily steps back into her role. 7. Tell me, how did you keep your heart? Melina. Before Natasha went to the Red Room, Melina told her to not let anyone take her heart. Seeing Natasha again after many years, Melina realizes that Natasha is a true hero with a conscience. Reflecting on her own time in the Red Room, Melina is amazed at the woman Natasha has become, in spite of her training. Her question, how did you keep your heart? Speaks to Melina's admiration for Natasha. 8. I was the chore, the job you didn't want to do. To me, you were everything. Yelena. Yelena's heartbreaking confession to Alexei reveals the difference between herself and her father figure. While Alexei acts like his time as her father was a boring chore to complete, Yelena reveals that she looked up to him. Even though Yelena's whole life before the Red Room is just an undercover operation, those memories are the best part of her life. 9. Can you imagine what I could do with an Avenger under my control? Dreykov. Marvel movies have some legendary villains, and Black Widow is no exception. Dreykov has a great deal of power over his all of Black Widows. However, his threat of controlling Natasha is all the more terrifying. 10. I bet it's easier to be tough in front of defenseless little girls. Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. This line from Natasha lets her personality shine through. She is taunting Dreykov, a man she hates, to hopefully disarm him and use his arrogance to her advantage. Natasha is an incredibly smart person who is good at her job, so even though this quote is part of her strategy, she is still having a little fun through the fight. 11. It has a lot of pockets, but I use them all the time. Yelena. Disney's Black Widow gives fans lots of fun lines like this one. This is one of the most relatable Black Widow quotes ever. Yelena wears a vest, and proudly tells Natasha that this is the first piece of clothing she bought herself. Yelena asks Natasha if she likes her vest, and excitedly defends all of the pockets it has. This line will resonate with anyone who gets really excited about pocket on clothes. 12. It was real to me, too. Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. Natasha spends a lot of time hiding from her past. Upset that her childhood memories are all from an undercover mission, she says that none of it was real. Yelena argues that their time as a family still counts because it is all she ever knew. To Yelena, their family was real, and it is upsetting to hear Natasha say otherwise. After the final battle, Natasha finally admits that their family was real to her, too. Thanks for watching.